Take a look around my yard in Florida while we talk about what we're going to be doing today, aka leaving my comfort zone. With all of the changes in the economy, I can't just get away with selling bread and butter $1 items from the thrift store anymore. People aren't willing to pay the shipping prices, and it's just not worth my time. I'm trying to expand my category and learn sneakers of all things I've shied away from in the past because I just had no idea what I was looking at. I've been binge watching Candy Crew, Ms. Taffy on YouTube, and some other sneaker resellers to try to learn the gist of what to look for. She does really well with her buy-ins, and she's very entertaining. I'm going to link her channel down below. Mom and I start off with bagels, and of course we have to have a treat. And pro tip, bring some hand sanitizer and some hand wipes and eat before you go thrifting and touch 700 pairs of mystery shoes. Yuck. Now I'm going to be looking up comps, checking sell-through rates. I'm debating the brands and side-eyeing some very expensive shoes that I'm going to leave behind. Look at these yard-long beans, by the way. They're literally as long as my arm. It's a bonus at the end. My boyfriend and I try to make Asian dumplings, and I'm going to include the recipe. I really think you should try it. They were really fun to make. Good morning. Mom and I are at Einstein Bagel in Mount Dora. It's new, just this month it opened, and we like our bagels. So we're having one of those, and then we're going to Goodwill, doing a little thrifting and some errands today. Come along and see what we might find. Goodwill Mount Dora, color of the week, 50% off. But what is it? They didn't tell us that part. I'm looking for sneakers. I'm doing a little research today, but you never know what else we might find. It's pretty early, so we might just find a treasure. What are the chances? Let's get optimistic and get a card, shall we? Loud music. I probably won't be able to record much in here. Here we are. Good morning, Goodwill. Careful, because look at that, Goodwill. Don't mind my manicure or lack of one. Right away, I went to the case, and they had a huge rack of mostly Nikes and I guess what they consider higher end shoes on the wall, but I couldn't get anyone to come help me. And if I want to do research, I want to look at all of the pairs. So I didn't get to really see what the prices were, but I did notice some tags up to $59, which I wasn't prepared to pay until I learn a bit more. So I went back to the racks and started looking again through the more used shoes. Although these did have some markings on the soles as well. They weren't brand new, and they got premium prices on them. I find it kind of irritating that they don't have enough staff to help you, but that's the way it goes. On my way over, I spotted these. How could I not spot them? Vintage bar glasses, set of 6. I picked them up. And I found these really nice suede Clarks. I think they were like a size 10 women's slip-ons, and brought those home. And then I found a few more pairs. These were like more of like a work shoe. These are men's, and these both I got for $5.99 a piece. And then I brought these fun little combat boots. They're like jelly boots, and they're plaid. I don't think they'll bring very much, but I just thought they were really cute. Here are some Nikes that I brought home. They had quite a bit of dirt on them and need some TLC. I'll probably try to throw them in the washer and they were on the sale tag, so if I ruin them, it's no big deal. And then this is another pair of Nikes that I brought home that I'm researching now to sell. I noticed they were in really good shape overall, but when I pulled up the tongue, it looks like it's kind of like ragged on the edge. I don't know what's up with that. See how the K and the E are chopped off? I picked up these Vionics. They're a knit sneaker and they're so comfortable. I love them. I may keep them for myself. And then I found these gardening clogs. They were brand new. I know they won't bring very much, but I'm going to try to flip them on Facebook Marketplace. Moving on to some really cool suede Sam Edelman slingback platforms. I thought these were really nice neutral for all seasons. I looked at these lavender Vans. They were really cool. They were in pretty good shape, but the price was just too much. The buy-in was too high. I'm not going to pay over $20 when I can only get $20 to $30 for them. Goodwill. I thought these were really cute little tropical pair, but they didn't bring much money and they weren't in great shape overall. I looked at these Timberland. They're super heavy. They would cost too much to ship, and I'm not really sure they're as in as they used to be, although these were in pretty good shape for the price. However, again, couldn't make it worthwhile. These Under Armour sneakers, they didn't have really great sell-through rate, but some of the Under Armour ones do sell well, so you should look them all up. And these were just for my eye candy. I just love a patent heel, although I can't walk in them anymore. I looked at this pair of Nikes. They had a hook and loop closure. Don't say Velcro. You'll get a Vero and have your listing taken down. I just don't know how to clean them quite yet, so I left them behind. The good thing about Nike is that if you look under the tongue, they'll have the model number. It's so much easier to do your research. I debated heavily these Fly London. They're a vintage Fly London leather wedge, but they just weren't in good enough condition. Here's a peek at my cart. I know we're jumping all around. There's the Nikes I got and a pair of Superga. I love these Superga shoes. I used to wear them in the day, but they're too heavy for me to wear. They're a little bit clunky. However, I will sell them. They were the color of the day, so they were $7-ish. And I'll probably get high 20s for them, although they're heavy to ship now. I had to look at some clothing, and I found this really cute little Anthropologie top. I can't wear yellow, or I might keep it for myself. And then I just thought this was great for resort cruise wear, beachy style. Carrie Allen, it's a boutique brand. It had the words Siesta Key and South Beach. It had sequins and sparkles, and I just thought it was perfect for summer. I looked at the tchotchke aisle and found this cute little lady. She was a little planter. I'm not sure how much I can get for her, but I couldn't leave her behind. She was just adorable. And then I found a mosaic plate. It was a small mosaic in pretty good shape, but it needed some cleaning. I always pick these up if I find them for little trinket dishes. And look at this adorable little creamer. The handle, I've never seen anything like this little handle. It's by Halls. I'll probably get about $20, maybe $24. This is going to be for Facebook Marketplace, local pickup only. This giant vintage picnic basket with a wooden top. Shabby chic, use it for storage or decor. I just love this piece. Of course, I found some Italian pottery. Look at the beautiful hand-painted fruit on this plate. The biggest find of the day was this spice rack with all the jars, Hummel, porcelain spice jars. It said 40, but everything in the store was half price. And I got this set, I think, also for a local pickup because I don't want to deal with shipping it. I went into the magazines and books aisle and found this House Beautiful magazine from the 1930s. I really like picking these up for the content alone, but people like to use them to harvest vintage advertising, and you can sell the advertising sheet by sheet for ephemera collectors. This one was in bad shape on the spine, so I'll probably cut it up. I ended the day with my boyfriend Mitch. We wanted to make homemade pot stickers, Asian dumplings, because we can't find any good ones around here. This was a new method we tried where you just twist them. You don't even have to fold them. They don't look too pretty, but they sure did taste good. You pan fried them. I think it was 24 minutes, 7 minutes per side. So it took a while, but they were completely wonderful to eat, and I'm going to try them again. I'll link the recipe down below. Enjoy! Thanks for hanging out with me today. We were doing a little research. I bought a few things, and we had a great time. Stop back next Monday. Like and subscribe.